it's me. I'm Chris Jenkins. I'm with Charlotte Vibe, and I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel where each and every week I interview players one-on-one. And the cool thing about it is I always say I work for the fans. So I always take questions from you guys, ideas from you all, and I put that into my interviews with these players every week. And something very fun at the end of the interview is I do an activity like Office Olympics, just something really fun. And I don't always win, but that's not the point. Just so you guys can get the chance to see these players as people, not just as guys with helmets on running around on Sundays. It's really cool. So if I have your interest, please click subscribe to my YouTube channel and let me know what you think. Man, sometimes you guys just don't know the last minute stuff that almost went wrong, but I'm trying to get my broadcast good. I got them good. So let me jump right on into it. Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. Hey, if you're following on Facebook or Twitter, I always encourage you to get on over to YouTube if you want to interact with me. Interactions, what I love, is why I do these live shows. Nicknamed Man of the People because I work for you. If you guys have questions for coaches or players, let me know. Hopefully that's why you join this channel. You like the interaction, and I will get it for you. And lastly, hey, help me expand, help other Panther fans find out about me. Hit that like button. That's all you have to do. Believe it or not, that helps other fans find out about me. So, as you guys see, I got it on again today. Victory Monday shirt. Very easy way to support the channel. Links in the description. Get you a t-shirt. They got short sleeve, long sleeve, the hoodie. Because I think we might need a few more the way that we were playing this season. Definitely going to need to stock up on them now for next season. But what's up, B. Evans? Taylor Styles, I don't think I done seen you in a minute, but welcome to the show. PJ Walker's the man. And Chris Johnson. I'm not even going to get mad at you for breaking your streak, Chris Johnson, being the first person on, but you're here. I appreciate it. Shelly Long is here as well. So, hey, as you saw in that headline, your questions answered. I did have a good question that came through yesterday. Got it into the coach today. I'm going to report that question back to you. And we'll continue to work for you guys. If you have questions for me to ask players and coaches, I'm going to do it. So let's go ahead and talk. The Carolina Panthers had a very large victory yesterday, led by PJ Walker, and pitched a shutout. I say pitched a shutout, but they had a shutout against the Detroit Lions. First time in like 5 years. Did a lot of things right in this game yesterday that they haven't been able to do in quite some time amid their losing streak. And one of those things was scoring in the third quarter. Well, that was actually one of the first questions that started out for Coach Matt Rule today. And he said that, when asked how did he do it, how did he get this team to finally turn around and get some third quarter scoring, he said, just spoke it into existence, AKA, I don't know. we kept trying, and something finally works. Is really the translation that I get into that. So let me go ahead and go into the question that was presented to me yesterday in the chats, which was regarding owner David Tepper. He was seen on the field pregame when Teddy Bridgewater was going through his process of, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? And someone said, hey, how much does the owner, David Tepper, interact with the team, or does he ever address the team? Thought that was a really good question because we don't really get to talk to Mr. Tepper that often. I think we talked to him one time since the season has started. But let me tell you what Coach Rule said, and that will bring a little bit of that into light about that particular question. So Coach Rule said that he actually talks to David Tepper all the time. And he said, well, let me clarify. All the time doesn't mean every day. But as much as I need to or he needs to, we talk. Whenever they need something, he's readily available. And that's actually something, having that relationship, having a direct line to the ownership was something that was important to, yes, Shelly, that was your question. So I'm glad that you're online to watch. He said having that direct line of communication to ownership was something that is important to him. So he was happy to be able to get that when joining the Carolina Panthers, and just went on to say that David Tepper, as you may know or may not know, he got all of his money from being a hedge fund, or let's just say in the stock market. So you got to be smart, got to be brilliant, and he commented on the fact that Tepper's a pretty brilliant guy. He's an innovator, and he's been a great owner to him. And he's not the only person that Coach Rule will go to occasionally to get perspective on things. He mentioned other members of the PR staff or the president and other operations that he'll go to from time to time to get some information from. But he says David Tepper really doesn't touch the football. He leaves it all up to the football people. And he says that he has not addressed the team. Certainly wouldn't stop him. He's invited to, but he doesn't do that. So he's really just focusing on, hey, I'm getting the right people in place. Yeah, this is my baby. I want to come and watch, but I'm not going to tell you guys how to do your job. Now, Tepper has talked before about learning processes and how things work and giving his people tools to do their job. So there's the answer to your question, Shelley, about how much David Tepper is involved and how often him and Coach Rule talk. So appreciate the questions. Keep sending them on, all right? Let's see. Taylor Stiles says, I'm telling people PJ can be groomed to be a future starter. His ceiling is way higher than Teddy. I still love Teddy, though. Okay. That will be something that we will talk about in a future show. Maybe a little bit tonight, but because COVID has been around, I didn't get a chance to see this team much more than you guys did before the season started. And once the season started, even though the media has access to the players before practice, we really only get to see a very, very limited number of reps from people. And it's really scripted stuff. So I don't know a lot about PJ Walker's capabilities. Certainly if he gets to play more, we'll have some opinion and we'll have some conversation, because that's what we like to do here, is have conversation about possibilities for this team. Brian Burns was on fire. Yes, he was. You know what? I feel like I can get Brian back on the show. He came on the show over the summer, and I think I might try to reach back out to him to get him on the show, because he is doing darn good. Yeah, yeah. David Tepper is 1,000,000% not a Jerry Jones kind of owner. And, I can't say whether it's good or bad. I know Jerry doesn't always seem to be doing the best things, but if you're getting rich doing something else, I feel like, yeah, your job is to get other people in place, empower them, and just continue to run all the things that you do. So, yes, hats off to David Tepper. What he's doing is currently working for. What's up, Trill? All right, so Shakid isn't watching right now. At least I don't see any comments from him. But this was a guy watches my videos a lot. Appreciate everybody that watches and tunes in, hits the like button. I appreciate you. Even if you don't hit the like button, I appreciate you tuning in. But he has not been a fan of Tahir Whitehead. Along with my son, they are not big fans of this guy at all. Wanting to get rid of him. Now, Tahir had 0 snaps yesterday, and he was active. He was in uniform. So why didn't he play? Is he getting demoted? Is he terrible? Well, that opinion aside, Coach Rule said that the reason that Tahir didn't play yesterday, that was part of the plan. He was really suited up as more of an emergency, if we need you kind of situation. He was banged up quite a bit, so it was only like if they really needed him. And then the way that things went going into making them pass heavy, they felt like it was okay to continue to use the guys that they were in the rotation and not Tahir. And when asked, say, hey, coach, you know that Tahir still his snaps have been declining throughout the season. Is he still all right? Rule doesn't like to get into player evaluations on a year-long basis and telling you where a guy stands. And I think that's just something that he does out of respect to the players. To say, hey, I'm not going to let the media know before I let you know about whether or not you're in a doghouse. He'll probably let the player know directly, but he's not going to address that through the media. So just say he only likes to talk about basically the last week with the guy, not overall what he's been doing year-to-date performance-wise. All right? So that's an update for you guys. I think it's pretty good regarding Tahir Whitehead. All right, so we have some significant injuries that we are still, the team is still working through. That being Christian McCaffrey. Will he play? Won't he play? Teddy Bridgewater, will he play? Will he not play? By the way, Twitter is a good way to get interaction and get me questions, right? Second day in a row that I forget my water, so I'm going to change my voice tone so I don't mess up my vocal cords. But Christian McCaffrey is probably the biggest question mark in terms of will he play this week. Rule wouldn't say whether or not he expected him to. Just know that they'll continue to work with the doctors, talk to Christian, see where he feels, and come Wednesday, they'll see if he's going to practice or not. Didn't really have a strong feeling one way or the other about Christian McCaffrey's availability this week. Excuse me. That's what I get for coming on after dinner, right? I apologize for my hiccups. But he did go on to mention that Teddy Bridgewater, he feels very good about him practicing, expects him to practice this Wednesday, and went on to say that Teddy Bridgewater was cleared to play Sunday. So from that perspective, just can't imagine that there's a reason that he will not practice this week. Whether or not he's going to play on Sunday, he didn't say, but I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is a no-brainer to play this Sunday. He's playing the team that drafted him. Teddy wanted to play last Sunday, was cleared to play, and I feel unless there's some kind of setback that we will in fact see Teddy Bridgewater return to the starting lineup this Sunday. Which goes to say, P.J. Walker, what's his future? At least what's his immediate future? Is he the clear number 2? Is he number 3? Is it still going to be a competition? Well, you might imagine that Coach Rule didn't really want to say what's going to happen there in terms of who's number 2. He hadn't thought about that yet. Still just going to continue to evaluate these guys. My guess, he would still go with P.J. Walker. Once you've had a player go out and demonstrate that he is capable of being a backup quarterback and leading your team, why not continue to stay in that groove unless Will Grier just does something exceptional and lets you think that he should do that? Given the fact that you got P.J. Walker, one good game on tape, and you don't have that same from Will Grier, I just don't feel like Will has much of a chance during this season to take over that number 2 spot from P.J. Walker. And hey, it's clear in terms of arm strength, you know, P.J. Walker clearly has the better arm of all 3 of these quarterbacks. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be great, but it does mean that you have potential. And P.J. Walker's still a young guy, can groom him, get him right with that arm, and play really, really well. Taylor says she's watched P.J. Walker in the XFL and lost it when the Panthers picked him up. Love the guy, but in my opinion, doesn't have weight because I'm very biased towards him. Okay. And some people not liking Tahir Whitehead. Tahirable. I like that. I still like that. That's cute. Like a black Aaron Rodgers, he can run and throw the ball. Yeah, you know what I did like about P.J. Walker yesterday is you worry about it with any athletic quarterback that they're going to depend too much on their athleticism to run versus throw the ball. And you want to see at least we feel like the ultimate athletic quarterback is one who uses a great balance, just doesn't run the ball. And he showed to me, in my opinion, a lot of good discipline yesterday with not looking to I'm going to try to run this ball first, which, you know, the good part about that is you can extend your career, you know, no secret when you're getting hit a lot as a quarterback, things are going to happen. And typically they're not good things. What else? What else we got here? I think that's it, guys and girls. Yeah, that'll cover everything that I have for you today. So again, man of the people, you ask the questions, I go to the players, to the coaches to get those questions answered. I hope you guys like that. I hope you hit the like button so other people can find out about the channel and continue to leave me comments for players and coaches. All right. Game. Players are off tomorrow, so I will not see you guys again until Tuesday. Appreciate the support. Super chats are always welcome. I'm an independent media, which means I'm supported 100% by my viewers. Anytime you have a chance to do a super chat, which is basically a donation to help the channel, it is highly appreciated and welcomed. All Smiles, appreciate you. Brandon Evans, appreciate you. Oh, another quick question. Does Coach Rule get or listen to fan feedback or social media? Shelly, I can't let you hog up all the questions, but you know, most of these guys and coaches, they'll look at social media a little bit. I'm going to really say a head coach, he's not going to look at it. Now, a head coach will browse some headlines, look at the beat writers, but they're not going to get on social media. You know, they might hear other noise from when they're doing like call-in shows on the AM stations or other things like that. But other than that, you know, coaches have so much to do, so much to do. I can guarantee you that they're not looking at social media. All right. Thanks so much, Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. See you again.